This is Virtuoso Lesson 41 with Bernard Kitchens, and it is January 26, 2015. And we're going to begin in the Methodology, Book 4, Lesson 2, Song 12. So let's just try to play it straight through, see what happens, and we'll go from there.
Okay, just to confirm, both hands are in the same position, right?
I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
The greens look similar, but I'm gonna say yes.
I don't know. So what? I mean, just look at it. What's the top and bottom note of each hand, and you're gonna be able to.
Right hand I got is as red orange, and then left hand, no, the top, no.
Always look at the bottom note because that's going to be the root of hand position.
Okay, so wait, but yeah, it looks like it could be orange, red orange. No, wait. Okay, figuring this out. Yeah.
Is green in the red orange hand position?
Wait, no.
Okay, so.
It's the orange.
Well, no. You haven't even had a yellow orange hand position yet. So what must that be?
Wait, red orange. I mean.
So what's that lowest note? What color is that note?
The lowest note.
In the left hand.
It looks like orange.
There you go.
Wait, then I don't.
Exactly.
Ah, there we go.
Right? No worries.
Okay. Wrong place. Okay.
It's all good. All right.
All right, let's go.
Count strong.
All right. 1, 2, 3. No, something's not.
It's all right. Start again.
3,
Keep it going. That was good. Keep going. Right there. Go.
Okay, so
That was awesome. I just have to say, you missed a few notes. You had to stop. But first time out after a few days off, I'm really impressed because literally what you just did says that, okay, if we sat here and practice this another 30 minutes, you would be, really close to being able to go out there and perform it. And so I look at that again as the law of diminishing returns. You get to a certain point and you're either practicing for performance for like a recital where there's going to be very little payoff if you kept going versus proving that you actually can read this straight out. And that's what you just proved. And so, excellent. So with that, let's go on and go to song 13 in lesson 3. But I mean, literally, that's what you're looking for. The ability to more or less play something relatively perfect, just sight unseen, the first time you see it on a new day. So it's great. All right. So make sure you got the right hand positions on this one, which are what?
They're both the same. They're orange.
Okay, good.
All right, so this is the one that's easy to remember.
More or less, yes.
Let's go. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 4, oh.
Keep it going. Good. Don't question. Keep going. Let it go. Keep going.
Okay.
You got it. Just keep going. Keep going. It's all good. That's great.
Okay.
Jump right in.
Here.
Keep it going. Very nice. I mean, I like what I'm seeing there too. Obviously, this song's a little newer. Instead of doing the whole song again, let's just see if we can't clean up the last line and get it to the point where you're not stopping, because that is the hardest line.
Okay.
That's the tricky combination, yes.
Okay.
Try it again. Start again.
No, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's and.
Okay. Good, all right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You gotta hold that quarter note.
I gotta hold that.
Yep.
Okay. It's a, okay. I remember. Orange note is a half note versus a quarter. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now watch your combinations right there. So you got the rhythm now, but then you missed a couple notes. Try it again. Hit it.
And 1, and 2, 3, and
nice. That was good. I think we should leave it at that. I mean, again, we could perfect it, but what I really wanted to see was that you're getting the combinations out of the most challenging parts, and you are. So we'll take that as a win. All right. So in the same lesson, lesson 3, let's open up exercise 1. You got it up?
yes.
And so what hand is it? What's the lowest note?
Lowest note looks like it's yellow.
There's your hand position. So get both hands in yellow orange and make sure that your 5 fingers are positioned on all the notes that are going to be played. And think of it from the scale point of view. If you had a scale, what would the first 5 notes of that scale be? And there you go. All right. So we're going to play both hands together, even though you're reading the treble clef. And you've seen this before, because it's the warm-up page, essentially. So go for it.
Okay, so we're...
Second line, second line, second line.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so good.
Okay, and if you can name for me the 5 notes, the 5 colors, from bottom to top, what are they?
Wait, all in order?
Yeah, from bottom to top, all 5.
Okay, so we got a yellow orange, yellow green, blue green, orange, and yellow.
Yeah, do it again, faster.
Yellow orange, yellow green, blue green, orange, yellow.
One more time, faster.
Yellow orange, yellow green, blue green, orange, yellow.
Good. All right, let's play again from line 4 to the end.
4 to the
Good. Let's do the last 2 lines again. Let's do last line backwards. Last 2 lines forwards. That was really nice. All right. Let's pull up exercise 2.
Exercise 1?
2.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go start with line 1 and just do the right hand by itself to start with.
Okay, right hand by.
Mm-hmm. Good. Let's do it again. Same line. And again, see if you can go faster. Nice. That was much better. Let's try left hand first line. What's that one? You got it? Yeah, let's do it again. And again. Nice. Good. Let's go back to the right hand and let's just do the whole page straight through.
Just right hand or both?
Just the right hand.
All right.
What's that one? Yep. Mm-hmm. What's that one? The third one of that measure is what? Yep. What? Yep. What's that one?
The last one.
Yeah, last one of that measure is what? Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Fast on the next part. Faster. Mm-hmm. Faster. Nice.
Okay.
All right, so I want you to do the last line at least twice without stopping.
Okay, last one.
Yeah, no stopping, even at the end. Try again. You're going for 2 times through, no delays. It's hard. Very nice. Let's do the whole thing with your left hand. You got it. Nice. Nice. Fast on the next one.
Huh?
Fast and then the next one.
Okay.
Nice. All right, let's try both hands on line 1. What's that one? Yep. Nice. Let's do it again. Line 1. One more time. Good. Let's go to the third line from the bottom. Both hands. And just keep doing it till you can do it at a fast speed, getting it right.
Keep going, or
Yeah, just keep doing it. Keep it up.
that line? Or
Yeah, that line. Yep.
Okay.
Just continuously until you're definitely on a fast speed without making mistakes. Nice. Next line. Start off slow and build up speed slowly. Yeah, keep doing it. Ah, something's off, something's off.
Yeah, I think I'm letting go.
Hey, do me a favor.
Hmm?
Pull your hands off the keyboard, look up at the ceiling, put them back, try again.
Okay.
Good. Let's try last line. And your goal is to see if you can play it through again twice without stopping. At whatever speed you want. It doesn't have to be super fast. Yeah. Slow it down a little bit. You're doing well, but you probably will do better if you just slightly slow down. Nice. Good. All right, let's go to exercise 3. Rock it tonight. I said you're rocking it tonight. All right. So again, we're back to this new note value of the dotted half note in isolation. So you're playing both hands on the same line. Take your time and just count strongly.
2 and 3 and
Keep going. 1, quarter note.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4
What's that note? Try again.
So it goes 1 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 1 and 2.
No. A half note.
So 1 and 2 and
Yeah, don't slow down too much. Just keep playing strongly. You're either going to get it or you won't. It's okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and
Try it again to measure.
so 1 and 2
Hit it. And in.
and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
Different note. Keep on.
1 2 and 3 and 4 and
Different note. Try it again.
1 and 2 and
No. Rhythm.
so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wrong note.
It's
Okay.
all good.
So we go 1 and 2 and
Nope.
1 and 2.
Don't slow down. Don't slow down, though.
Say it again.
Don't slow down. Just get it. Keep your count constant.
And 2 and 3 and 4.
Different note. Try again. You got it.
No, and it's iron plus C. Okay. So we go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 3.
Different notes. Different. Yeah. So you did have it. Sorry. Do it again, though. Sorry, I was just looking at another line.
1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2.
Watch your notes.
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Keep it going.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and
Don't stop. Keep your count. You either hit something or you don't, but don't stop your count.
so there's a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Yeah, try again.
1 and 2 and 3.
Different note.
1 and 2 and 3. No. Count left.
Just keep jumping in. Count strong.
1 and 2 and 3.
No.
1 and 2.
And stop for just a second. Just to refresh your memory. That second note is a half note, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If it starts on an and, the note following it has to start on an and. That's just a rule. Has to. So just realize that. Anytime you see anytime you see an even duration note, which would be a quarter note, half note, or dotted half note, or whole note, whatever follows it is going to start on the same counting word.
Okay.
So if it's an and, the next note will always be an and. Just keep that in mind. I know it's been a while since I covered that, so just wanted to throw that back up there.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
One more time. Let's get it right.
Alright. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Good. So I want you to think about something. I mean, clearly we've had, way too much time off in the past month. But I just pointed out an observation. So you definitely missed something on every single line. Where in prior exercises of other lessons, that was not the case. Why do you think that's the case this time? If we're going to say that time off is not the reason why, what do you think the reason would be?
I don't know. I think I usually have a problem when there's repeat notes or repeat after the other, like the same note.
Sure.
New hand position.
Definitely new hand position. And I would argue that even though there's a lot less notes on this page because of the dotted half note, it actually becomes more complicated than you think, because your brain has all this extra time to think, but it just adds in that one extra different rhythmic variable. So it just does create more complexity. And so what it really says is that you're shifting gears more rapidly between a lot more diverse types of patterns than you ever have before. So if you combine that rhythmic diversity with the new hand position, to me, that is exactly why, because I see it time and time again. And so you've got two things to overcome on this one, both that rhythmic diversity and the new hand position. I think you got the hand position. To me, it really comes down to the rhythm. So you have to be that much more vigilant on it. So let's try it again, and let's go from the top with the idea that let's get each line perfect before we go on. I want you to go straight through each line, definitely nail it before you go to the next line. Even if we take a little bit, don't worry about the time. This is really an important thing to master.
Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3.
Almost. Almost.
Okay.
That's funny. That's very good.
There we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Nice. That was great. I will tell you that these long duration values can actually be very frustrating because there's so much time that's elapsing and you want to just jump the gun and hit that next note. Yeah, so it's just it's just part of being patient with it. All right, line 2.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yep. It's all right.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
You had it. Yep. There you go. Again.
1, 2 and no. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
And obviously that third measure is going to be the challenging one because it's syncopated after everything else. Again, that's that long note. It's so easy to just mess up at the end. It is.
It's like I saw the daylight now.
Right.
Alright, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Nope.
One, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
A lot more hand grip.
One line at a time. And third line.
Turns into it.
I know. It was nice harmony.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm not playing both hands.
It's all good. And you can always, if you feel like you lose your focus, take your hands off the keyboard, turn your neck around, whatever. You can always just do things to reorient yourself anytime you think that's happening.
Right.
And by the way, just from a practice standpoint, if you were doing this on your own, the idea is that if you recognize you're making lots of mistakes, again, like practicing one line at a time is just setting a short-term goal for yourself to say, I'm going to get this small goal, just one segment. And those are just, things to keep in mind on your own when at some point, you are going to be doing things on your own. It's just tools for the trade to think about on how to do things better.
Okay. Let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2.
Nice. Yeah. Try again. See, and think about each line presents its own challenges that are completely different. It was still good, though. It was good. No. Good.
Change the rhythm.
Yep.
1, 2, and 4. 1, 2.
Get your syncopation back again there. No. 4. Came in on 4, that last one. Should be. Yep. Try again.
1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 4.
Hey, you got the measure, though.
Hey, that's what we did. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 4.
Nice. Yep.
One, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2. Oh.
And just realize that, generally speaking, when you're stopping, it's because you're hitting a highly syncopated rhythmic passage. And so a goal is not just to get it right ultimately. It's really to be able to start more readily seeing those transitions when they're occurring at first pass. That's the idea ultimately. But still, you're practicing, it's getting there, but that is what you're shooting for.
One, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, no.
Right rhythm, wrong note.
One, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and
No, almost.
okay. One, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three.
No, wrong rhythm now. Got the right notes, wrong rhythm again. You're getting one or the other, apparently.
One, two, and three, four, one, and two, and three.
Right?
One, and two, and one, and two, and
No, wrong rhythm again.
wait, I hope something else out.
It's that quarter note that's throwing you mid-measure.
Okay, one, and two, and one, and two, and three, and two, and three, and four, and there it was.
That was it. Yep, you can do it.
One, two, and one, two, and three, and four, one, and two, and three, and four, and
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to say I want you to count significantly louder. And just because I think you're hesitating on your count now because now you're worried about it. So you just need to force that count out and not stop and see what happens.
one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and
It's all right. Just don't stop your count because as long as you can keep that going, you're going to get the notes and it'll happen.
one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one.
That was it, though. You made it through it, and you even increased your voice to like force it out, and that's exactly what you want to do. Try again.
One, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four.
Yeah, that was awesome. By the way, I'm gonna throw this out there. Have you ever had a martial arts class before?
No, no.
Okay, well, I've observed many like introductory classes, and I'm no expert. But what I have witnessed is one of the first things that I see is getting control of your voice, almost to the point of yelling, where every motion that you make with your arms, you're basically yelling, and so you're having this connectivity between your inner being and your extremities. And that's exactly, to me, what you were just doing to pull this off, is that it's that same type of mindset where it's force of will, where you're getting in control of your core, and it affects everything else about you. And it's just something to keep in mind. I mean, I can keep telling you if I, observe what's happening, but it's magical what happens when you just really increase your intensity. It makes a difference. It just does. So, last line.
and 2 and 3 and
Not. You
So
actually, I wanted to see what you did. You actually did have it right the first time. So, again, because that second note is a half note, starts on an and, which means the next note has to start on an and, right?
and it's an and 3 and.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Yeah, you just keep counting. You had it. Try again.
All right. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3.
Ah, see that long note value again. It's interminably long.
All right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1.
And I want you to look at something before you do it again. Look at those last three measures. They only have two notes. So in theory, this last line should be the easiest line. But those long notes just make you question what really is going on. It's a psychological mind game that you're thinking it's going to be something else than what it is. It's just what it is.
That again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and
Again, listen, those last three measures, the notes are coming in on the numbers. There's no syncopation. But again, it makes you feel like they're supposed to be, but you got to realize what's happening there. Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4.
Nope. But you see what I'm saying about these long note values?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You should be doing something, but you're not.
Yeah.
Like you feel like I should get to somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting it.
All right.
So we go 1 and 2 and 3. Oh crap. Count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to keep going, but I'll do a station break for the transition between lessons. So that'll conclude lesson 41 of the Virtuoso method with Bernard Kitchens, and now we're going to start lesson 42 of the Virtuoso method with Bernard Kitchens on January 26, 2015. So let's go ahead and open up exercise 4. But before we start playing it, I want to run through scales just to mix it up a little bit so you're not totally locked in on the same thing. I'm assuming you'll do better on exercise 4 after doing some scales. And so, let's go ahead and play the first 6 scales with both hands.
Okay.
And just go ahead and play. If you get it right, you get it right. If you don't, start it again. Hang on a second. And I want you to say the name of the scale, be it red, orange, and how many black notes. And before each one. And I am going to step away for just 1 second. Be right back. Go ahead and play.
Okay. Got red, black keys. Red, orange. yellow one. 3.
All right, let's start again. Start red.
Right there.
Yep, up and down.
You don't have to hit on the same chord.
Not on the white note keys. You do not. I mean, so the idea is, technically speaking, you should play it as if you don't have a fifth finger on either hand, but you use a fifth finger out of convenience when applicable. So that's really what the fifth finger is about. And, yeah, or the fifth finger and come back down. Yeah. Yeah, slow it down. But on this, let's not go for speed at all. It's better to get consistent accuracy time and time again at this point. And one thing to take away from that, and why accuracy is the most important thing, because you're dealing with patterns, and every time you make a mistake, it's possible that mistake will lead to a habit, even one time. And certainly if you make it more than once because you're going too fast, then it's that you have to spend at least that amount of time to correct the mistake, to get rid of the habit. So it's better just to stay at the same speed until you are absolutely confident and good enough to begin to increase the speed. Keep doing it a few more times. All right, and once you feel confident, what I want to do on each one of these is when you feel like you got it, then I want you to play it twice with your eyes closed.
Okay. So. And close my eyes. Good.
Good. One more.
Twice.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay, next is red orange.
How many black notes?
One black note.
What is it?
It is.
Don't use your hands. Think about it intellectually.
Okay. We're adding. God.
All right, go ahead and play it. You'll get it. Say it after you figure it out.
Green.
Okay, eyes closed. Nice. What's next?
Okay, so red over orange.
Yep.
2 black keys. Okay.
Do you know what they are? Stop for a second. What's the first black note? What color?
Wait. Add them?
No, just what was the first black note of the last key? What was it?
Oh, it was green.
Okay, so all you have to do is go in order of closely related colors around the color circle, clockwise. So what comes after green? Has to be a two-word color name.
Blue green.
Yep, that's all it is. So if you always start with the first one, you just, if it's four of them, you just go through four in a row, starting at green, around the color circle. That's all it is. Okay.
Wait though.
It doesn't mean that that's the order you're going to see them in necessarily when you play the scale. It just means that that's how you would account for them intellectually. That's all.
There we go.
Eyes closed.
Oh.
Way to stick with it.
Okay.
That was good, sticking with it that way. It was nice. Nice. What's next?
Yellow orange.
How many black notes?
3. 2.
What? What is it?
2. 3.
And what are they?
Okay, so go around. Green, blue, green, blue, blue, black. And
No. So again, if you start with green, it's going to go one word, two word, one word, two word. So what's it going to be?
oh, green, blue,
Yeah, that's it, because you only have three.
blue, black.
No, you only have three, so it's blue, blue, green, and blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Blue, green. Uh-oh.
It can't be awkward. If your hand moves in an awkward way, you must be doing something wrong.
Three. Oh.
Hit it. You had it. You just got to take that plunge. Hit it. Keep going. Hit something. Yep, but don't forget your fingering. You had the notes. You just lost your fingering because you were pausing too long. Try it again.
But this, right?
Nope. Thinking about it the wrong way. You're using the exact same finger pattern that you've been using. The first 5 are exactly the same finger pattern. You're thinking too much. When you cross over, it's got to be a third finger. Third finger.
Third finger.
Yep. I know what you're thinking, and I'm not going to comment on it, but I'm just telling you to same finger pattern. No, see, you're doing it again. You got to cross over with that third finger in the left hand. Yep.
Okay.
There's no difference in the first 5 scale finger patterns. And it would definitely be easier if we were just doing one hand at a time. So that's a given. Hit.
Uh-oh.
You got it. 3. Don't overthink it. Just third finger has to cross over. Ah, you double crossed. Listen, shift down an octave, by the way, both hands. Okay, go again. You double shifted in your left hand. Only one shift per octave.
Okay. 2.
Yeah, and you're slowing down. You need to play a little faster so that you're not thinking so much. Hit it. Next finger, just the next finger. What is the next finger in each hand without moving? What's the next finger?
Wait, just the next finger.
Yes, hit the next finger. There you go. No more shifting. You got it. Obviously the right hand, but not the left. There you go. Okay. Nice, keep doing it. You can try with your eyes closed if you're ready. Third fingers. Nice. Keep doing it until you can do it a couple times cleanly in a row. Do me a favor. Turn down the volume all the way on your keyboard and do it again. With your eyes, all the way with your eyes closed. Nope. Try again. You gotta think about it and hear it. Nice. Third finger, third fingers together. It was still good. Try again. Go again. Go again. See if you can find your place without. Start again. Find your place without looking.
Okay.
Gotta rotate a little bit more, but you had it mostly. What's next? Good. Keep doing it. You gotta shift more. When you're coming off those black notes, you gotta be able to move your hand slightly more. Try again. Start again, start again, start again. Shift again. You're coming off those black notes. You got to shift farther left. And this goes, and we haven't discussed it again this time. But remember, you really are dealing with a left-left situation, which means you have to shift left when you're in the gaps. Shift. You got to shift more to the left. That's the gap right there. You didn't go far enough left with that thumb in the left hand. Left. Okay. Good. 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 Go ahead and turn the volume back up, but keep playing with your eyes closed. Don't let the sound fool you. Keep doing it a few more times. It's really good. Stop. Shift left. Third finger shift over. Good. Okay, let's let that one go. I don't want it to get you too bogged down with so you lose your train of thought on that. So let's go back to exercise 4 and count out loud. You're doing well. I don't know if you're happy. Obviously, this is the first 2-hour session we've had in a bit, so you might be experiencing some drop-off. We'll see if we can push through.
Wait, exercise 4?
Yeah,
Wait, no.
right, exercise 4.
I got it.
Yep, and just count out loud, and let's try again for perfection of one each line at a time.
Here we go.
Nice.
Next line. And 4. And 2. And 3.
Very nice. Nope.
Should be an and.
Yep. Different note though.
Fast. Out. Color. 1, 2, and 4, and 2, 3, and 1, 2, and
That's a tricky measure.
Say it again.
That third measure is the hard one.
Okay. 4, 1, and 2.
No.
Oh.
Go ahead and practice measure 3 though in isolation for a second. And don't slow your count down, because that's not going to help you. Good. Let's try the whole line. Yeah.
That middle measure. Right.
Yep.
Second.
Yep. Try again.
Some people.
Yeah, what makes this line hard is you're radically shifting the syncopation in each and every measure, so that's why it's going to be tough. No. And listen, don't spend so much time thinking about it. You can always start again. Just keep pushing yourself into it.
1, 2,
different note, jump right in. Don't think about it.
2 and 4
Yeah, different rhythm, jump in, start again. Don't worry about it.
and 4 and 1 and 2.
Again, a quarter note there. Got to hold it. Go again. Don't think about it. Jump right in.
And 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Very nice. Whew, that was good.
All right, next line.
All right. Almost. Okay. Once you get to that second measure, you're home free. It's so hard to play a straight count after you've had syncopation. That's what the deal is.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 2. No, count or no. 1 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2. No, from there.
Nice. Almost done. Very good. Next line should be a lot easier. And again, you've got the half note coming up, which means a certain rule is in play. So, anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
Different note though, but you got the right rhythm.
2 and 3.
What happened? You just dropped out. All right, go again.
1 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 2 and 3.
Syncopation again.
Yeah.
Almost.
I got one just in there that jumped up the list. All right. 1, 2 and 3. Our notes. 1, 2 and 3.
That was it. Yeah. You got it.
1, 2 and 3. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2.
Syncopation again. Just real okay. So this time, just in the back of your mind, realize it's coming in measure 4. And see if that makes a difference.
And E and 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2,
But that was the right rhythm. So that's still progress. And just look at the last 2 notes of measure 3 are the same as the first 2 of measure 4, right? That yellow to yellow, green, yellow to yellow, green. So don't overthink that either. That for the rhythm. It was good. It was good. You're getting there. It's hard. No doubt. It's hard.
And 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 4, and
Yes. All right. Way to stick with it. That's all I can say. That's good.
okay, next one.
Don't think about it too much.
And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and
So again, there's the half note starting on an and. So then, and look at the next note. Has to start on an and. It's a quarter note, which means the last note has to start on an and. So you've got total syncopation there in measure 2. Okay?
and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and
Again, so it's going to be and. Has to be on that measure.
it's hard for me to see the, if there's only one note, then it's easier than if there's a note before it. Like, if this is just a quarter note, then I know that's an and. But I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm thinking about it the wrong way.
Well, just think about it. That half note is on an and, right?
Yes.
Which guarantees the next note's on an and. And since it's a quarter note, again, the last note. Just and. So just force it into your mind that
Oh, and.
it's
like math.
yeah. Actually, yeah. This what we're doing right here is more like that than anything. And it's because it's out of the context of a song, so you're really taking the emotion out of it, and it's forcing it to be very intellectual, and so it does become that way, even more so. Right rhythm though. Okay, so think about that last measure. It's consecutive notes, and all you have to do then is get that very last note, which is going to start on an and. So you're home free if you can just get through those first 2 notes of that last measure. You've got it. That was good though, because that's an intense little run after the syncopation. Yes. You had it. You got it. Keep going. Just jump in. That was good. I'm going to give you that one. Let's go to the last line. Last line should be simple. Think about it. If you look at that last line quickly, you have syncopation in measure 1, but no syncopation in the last 3 measures. So just realize that. It's not that hard. Nice. Very good. I mean, it's actually nice when you know you've got an easy line coming and you actually can knock it out first time. Whew, that's intense. And I know you must be tired. We're gonna try to struggle through just a little bit more. You know, I mean, even if there's some diminishing returns, the positive is that it's going to build back up your endurance, and that's a good thing. So don't worry about if you're struggling a little bit at this point. It's okay. Let's go to the next song and take a crack at it. Don't expect to get it tonight, but just get familiar with it. Song 14.
Okay. 13.
14. And with this, I want to start. We're not going to play the whole thing through. I want to do it piecemeal.
Okay.
And let's start with the right hand only of measure 1.
Okay. Right hand only.
Yep, and you're still dealing with the yellow-orange hand position because that's where we're at. All right, play away and count out loud.
1, 2, 4,
Keep doing it and keep trying to get speed on it.
1,
A few more.
1,
One more. Good. Let's go to the left hand of measure 2.
Okay, left hand.
And again, you've got a yellow-orange at the number 5. So, there you go. You got it. What's that last note? Good. Is it the same notes as what you just played in the right hand?
Sounds like it. Looks like it.
It is. All right. Keep your left hand there. Put your right hand back up in its hand position. And what I want you to do is play the right hand only of measure 1. And without pausing, go directly to the left hand of measure 2. And just keep going back and forth. Right hand, left hand. Right hand, left hand.
Okay.
Yep. Keep doing it until you basically knock out your mistakes. And by the way, if you're continuing to make too many mistakes, try slowing down a little bit. Good. All right, now, the right hand of measure 2 is pretty simple, right?
Yes.
Because you only have 2 notes. Let's go ahead and play both hands of measure 2.
Okay.
There's only 2 notes in the right hand. Go again. Go again. Good. Again. Keep doing it. Couple more. One more. Good. Let's do measure 1, both hands. And again, there's no syncopation. You're just playing the left hand on the quarter notes. The only challenging part is that it'll seem like there's some funky combinations between the 2 hands, and that's what you've got to work out. But just take it slow. So like at a speed of like 1 and 2 and 3 and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep doing it until it feels more comfortable. And but try not to stop. Just try to keep forcing something out. Okay, slow it back down. Too many mistakes, so slow it down. Again, you can even go slower.
Okay.
Nice. Two more times. Slow. All right, let's play measures 1 and 2 back to back. And what I want you to think about here is this is similar to what occurred in song 6, where the melody of the right hand is transposed into the left hand. And anytime you're getting that occurrence, you know, you're dealing with symmetry, and it can kind of flip your brain around. So that's the hard part. It's not that the notes themselves are that hard. It's just transference from left to right. So just realize that. How did that feel for you? What? What was that?
Oh,
Sorry, you dropped out. What was it again?
that felt a little weird.
Yeah, okay. I said it, you just got to get comfortable with it. That's all.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Try it again.
Nice. A couple more times. That's good. All right, I'm going to ask you to memorize one thing, and that is that the right-hand note of the second measure is the top note. So don't even read it. Make your eyes go directly to your left hand and just automatically play the right-hand note, top note. Okay? And see if you can then make the transition between measures without stopping. Nice. I mean, you missed some notes, but you still made the transition, so that was good. Let's do it one more time. You got it. One more time. Almost. One more good one.
All right.
Not bad, not bad. Let's jump down to line 3 and look at the right hand to start with. And tell me on those, just what's going on in the right hand, if there is a pattern of any kind that you can think of.
Okay, looks like for 2 measures of line 3, the left hand.
No, just the right hand of the first measure of line 3. Is there a pattern just in the right hand?
Oh, wait. Is there? Yeah.
Describe the pattern.
Looks like she's moving in by finger.
Yeah, so it's like going from outer to inner of the hand. Yeah, that's a pattern. Different than, you've never seen that before, but I'm just throwing out there that there's all types of patterns one can identify, and that's just something to think about. So go ahead and put your right hand up. Go ahead and put your left hand up. And you've only got 2 notes in the left hand, right? And I want you to realize, even though there's a rhythmic variability, the left hand never repeats the same note twice. It definitely goes back and forth, right?
Wait, say it again?
The left hand does not repeat the same note in a row. It goes back and forth consistently, even though you have 8th notes plus that dotted quarter note. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with that said, let's just see if you can play this measure both hands and see if you can get it right the first time out. Very hard to do, but see if you can do it.
There we go. 1 and 2 and 3.
Nope. Try again.
1 and 2.
Yeah? You just gotta keep playing. Alright. Okay, when is the 4th note of the left hand coming in?
The 4th of left hand.
Tell me what word it is.
And.
So make sure it comes in on an and.
Okay, so this, okay. So does that mean the 3rd note and the above like that?
I can't really answer your questions. You're gonna have to figure it out.
Okay.
You'll get it. It's just part of the process. Don't overthink it. You're doing all right.
2 and 3 and 4 and
There you go. It worked out. That's it. Let's leave it at that. Let's not even practice it. I just wanted you to do one last intellectual feat. So, wow, it was intense. And way to stick with it. So we'll end it there. At lesson 42 of the Virtuoso Method with Bernard Kitchens, January 26, 2015.